Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you the team I'm going to use for this week's invasion. Now, you must use the Event Captain Shadow Whisker in your team because it gets ×2 magic and ×2 score. So absolutely essential that you use that in your team. So let's pop to the shop. Now, the way to go about getting Shadow Whisker is, it depends upon if you want to use one or two of these in your team. If you don't have very many Ascension Orbs, or you just want to save them but still want to get this to Mythic, it's best to buy the Mega Bonus Orb of Chaos thing at the beginning, the tiers 1 to 6. And the reason is you get that bonus Orb of Chaos, which could be something good, but at the same time, when you go to tier 6, you will get enough Shadow Whisker to get it to a Mythic level absolutely straight away. And you'll get a lot of tiers at the same time, which means you're really helping out your guild when you use them all. And you pick up some more diamonds and some other stuff at the same time, which is not bad. The other way to do it is to actually only buy to tier 2, so ignore that tiers 1 to 6 thing, buy to tier 2, you'll get a Shadow Whisker guaranteed, and then use your Ascension Orbs to get it to Mythic, and then buy tier 3 and tier 4. Tier 3, you want to buy that to get the weapon anyway, it's a nice explodey summony weapon. And at tier 4, you get Shadow Whisker guaranteed, so make sure you get it ascended to Mythic first, then buy tier 4, and you'll have multiples of that troop. Right, so let's do that and then take a look at the team. So let's grab tier 1. Yes, I don't want that. I'm going to do it with the Ascension Orb method. There's the tier 1. Come on. Tier 2. It's a little bit slow at the moment because I'm uploading at the same time. Watch the orbs go round. And tier 3, let's get that weapon at the same time. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's get the weapon and the troop upgraded. Right, so Shadow Whisker. Let's go to orbs. 2 of them. And the second one. So 2 of them to get that to Mythic level. Let's now get the traits and stuff. That's that done, and the life. Attack armor, magic and life boosts. Right, that is done. That is him onto a Mythic level. Right, so now onto the teams. I'm going to show a couple of teams for this because for me, this time around, there's going to be a couple of ways to go about this. There's going to be a quick team, which can be really fast in the early stages, and then we can change things around a bit and make things a lot quicker. I'm going to start off in a Sunspear class, and the reason is we can have a bit of fun with this. With Indrajit causing a curse and burn effect on a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems, we can get the enemy burning quickly. And with the weapon as well, with the upgrades for this, we can burn the first enemy. And the cool thing about that is, in Sunspear class, we have the awesome Fireblade, deal triple skull damage to burning enemies. So we can have a bit of fun with that at the same time, but it will become irrelevant later on when we get the towers along because they are invulnerable. They're not going to be subject to burn, so we can change that later on. But in the early stages can be fun. You can actually change this a bit as well if you want to make it potentially even faster by changing to any class which is a 50% mana start, like Archer, like Geomancer, anything like that that's got a nice 50% mana start. We can certainly go with something like that, or construct start with 50%. That'd be a way to go about it. You just collect either some yellow or brown for your Burning Pride, cast that's going to charge up Indrajit and go about your day. But got a little bit of fun with this in Sunspear class to start off with. Let's take a look at the other benefits. Create a Firestorm at the start of every turn is red, so that is really cool. Helps out our Indrajits quite a lot. We can go for Snap Freeze. Freeze a random enemy at the start while being immune to frozen ourselves. Always nice to have the first troop entangled. No skull damage for us. All blue allies gain 4 life. Not too bad because we don't really want a Firestorm. We don't really want green, so may as well have that one. Deluge. Submerge a random ally on 4 or 5 gem matches. Or you can have Gift of Fire. All red allies gain 1 magic. Firebringer, gain bonus red, very nice, and of course Fireblade, triple skull damage to burning enemies is nice. Don't use green, so we'll have a nice Guardian banner from the Hall of Guardians, +2 yellow, +1 brown, -1 green. Indrajit does a random amount of damage boosted by red and purple to 4 random enemies, so we get that charged up tell him to go bish bash bosh on everyone, and he will do a good job of that. And if one doesn't do it, then the second one probably will. And we can have this on our team whether we're going to use it or not, because it's simply there as the siege breaker, and we get that nice ×2 score. And magics that can be used for a nice bit of damage at the same time, but it must be in the team, absolutely essential. So we'll use this for the early stages. Let's see how this goes. Let's do a few of these early stages and we'll jump forward a bit when things get a bit more serious. So like I say, that potion of explosion gets things going. Like injured, it's nearly ready anyway, so we may as well collect red because of that firestorm. We'll just cast this 3 times no shot on these early stages. Get things done nice and quickly. Nice boost up to your magic. Let's bash these hairy cyclops around the head. We'll take that because it's there, and it's up next round anyway, but hey, there's not too much of our other stuff going on, so let's cast this now. Explode those red gems. Lots of red gems there because of the firestorm. There we go. We can take that just because we feel like it, and then Indrajit finish off. So this is going to be nice and quick. Fairly early stages, depending upon your magic level, will last only a certain amount of time before it starts to slow up a bit, and that's when we can change things around, and I'll come to that in just a second. I'm going to take this one here just in case a red drops down. We have got a firestorm happening there, so it's got a good chance of happening, but it didn't. Never mind, whatevs. Let's blow up those red, get those status effects at the same time. Really cool. Indrajit, do your stuff, mate. So it can be really straightforward on these early stages. So I've jumped forward just a little tiny bit, but this team's still doing really good. This double Indrajit, really effective. Even against teams like this where you may get a summon now and again, still working really, really good. Let's grab ourselves some stuff for the weapon. Cast that. Let's get these Indrajits charged up. I'm going to cast. I'm going to collect red now to get our next Indrajit ready. So by the time we cast this one, the second one will be up. There you go, they got the summon, but the second one's up next round, and we'll finish off the rest of the team. Let's do that again. And of course, you've still got the Siegebreaker troop sitting there in the wings, waiting to finish off. You can take something like this if you like, why not? Give them a little slap round the chops. Get them finished off. Indrajit, second one is ready next round anyway, so no need to collect any more colours for that. We can just cast our Indrajits back to back. There's the summon. Indrajit doesn't care. He just says, get the fidgety fudge out of here, mate. He probably doesn't say that because that Drake thing probably wouldn't understand, but never mind, that's mere technicalities. Again, you can take any skull hits if they're there if you fancy, but failing that, let's get stuff for the weapon. Blow up that red, get a firestorm every single round, high chance of an extra turn as well. There we go, both Indrajits up, bish bash bosh dosh. And here comes that and the summon and dead because of the double Indrajit. Very nice indeed. This isn't slowing down quite as much as I thought it would. I thought it might actually slow down a tad by now, but it's not. It's still doing really well. Of course, we're going to get that nice triple skull damage sometimes. There it is, triple skull damage. So even if you're not doing a ton of damage, we've got that burning enemy there. We've got the benefit of this Fireblade talent here, deal triple skull damage to burning enemies. So if you're doing less damage, you can do that. Know that you're getting some very awesome triple skull damage. We've got a second lock there, which makes Indrajit's job even easier. So yeah, this team's still doing good, he says, turning into the fly. What we got next? Might as well get that for the weapon. Or could have cast that on that skull here then. Got that top troop burning away. Don't actually need it because I think Indrajit's going to do a job anyway because we've got 2 of them. There we go. Go on, Indrajit. Do your jitty indie stuff. It's about this point I was expecting to have to show the second team I had in mind, which involved rope dart. Because at this point, obviously, things like the towers, because they're invulnerable, they are not subject to the curse and burn from Indrajit, and they're obviously invulnerable to the burn from the weapon at the same time. But this team is still actually doing a really, really good job. And if you cast the Siegebreaker to get rid of one of the towers first, it makes Indrajit's job just so much easier. So what we can do, as things are a little bit tougher later on, we can collect some stuff for our weapon and get that cast. Take advantage of all those red on the screen. There you go. Look, that's got the Indrajit's charged up as well as our Siegebreaker. What we can do, we can use our Siegebreaker straight away. That makes Indrajit's job just that much easier now. We can cast these back to back, do stacks damage to everybody, and take them out still. So it's still working really, really well, even at a point where I honestly thought I might have to change things around a little bit. Right, one sigil left. Let's show this rope dart, or dare I add just ever so briefly. Won't be quite as quick because of the lack of explosion-y stuff getting banned for the team, but it's still going to be fairly good because we're using blue and yellow. Like none of the troops below that are using the same colours, so Indrajit is not mana blocked, neither is rope dart. And rope dart, we can make things quicker if you're going to go a long way in this, like beyond what I am right now, because you can eliminate all armour from an enemy and deal damage to them absolutely straight away. That makes Indrajit's job just so much easier to do the damage. Let's do this one time. This is for the people that are going a lot further than what I am now in general. So we can use rope dart just to grab anything you like. You're not going to get entangled because of the way the towers are invulnerable, but Indrajit's up next round anyway. And the second one is up next round as well. Let's get a thing to help that. We may as well take that because it's there. And this was without the Siegebreaker. So the Siegebreaker didn't get charged up. But still done an okay job. But just showing how you can use rope dart if you like to just, on those hard levels, like I say, beyond this sort of level, several stages on, if you're going to challenge the leaderboards or doing a load of stuff to help out your guild, how rope dart can be really, really useful for getting things done regarding armor reduction quickly from the enemy. And it's in the Soul Forge right now, so if you have the resources, I utterly recommend you go and craft it. So there it is. There's the team I'm going to use for this week's invasion. I'll be back later on with my Under Spy video and the holiday event video, so be sure to check that one out. And feel free to share this video amongst any of your fellow Gems of War players. That is greatly appreciated too. So thanks for watching. Bash the like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and bye for now.